When I came to you, brethren, I did not come proclaiming to you the testimony of God in lofty words or wisdom, for I decided to know nothing among you except Jesus Christ and Him crucified. And I was with you in weakness and in much fear and trembling, and my speech and my message were not in plausible words of wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power, that your faith might not rest in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God. 1 Corinthians 2, 1-5. Before St. Paul became a follower of Christ, he was a Pharisee among Pharisees, a superstar among the teachers of the law, and a zealous, even violent defender of his Jewish faith. It took the light of Christ to knock sense into Paul and give him new eyes to see his own life from an eternal perspective. With Christ, he was able to accept his brokenness, his sin, and his utter weakness, so that he could reflect more perfectly the face of the one who gave his life for the world. Paul understood that in accepting his weakness, he could demonstrate God's power. We too are like Paul. Our nature, wounded by original sin, is weak, and we are incapable of attaining salvation on our own. We need Jesus. The paradox is that acknowledging this need sets us free. It allows us to live with a new outlook on who we are and where we are going. It shapes our worldview and how we interact with others. All of our grand achievements, our possessions, our intellect, and our strength must give way to the power of the cross. Yet as we yield our weaknesses to God, we find the strength we need to become His sons and live out our calling to share the wisdom of the gospel in everything we say and do. Do you find it hard to accept your weaknesses? Why do you think that is? Have you seen good fruit come from accepting one weakness in your life? What was the weakness, and how did your acceptance bear fruit? What are some lessons you have learned in your weakness that you can pass on to others, especially other men? For the foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men. 1 Corinthians 1, verse 25.